I'm Barry Lee. Welcome to my channel, Barely Famous, where I'll cover everything you'll need to glow all the way up. You can ask my brother. I've had more phases than probably anyone I've ever met. I had a punk phase, I had a goth phase, I had a ska phase, a cutting my own bangs phase, which I never really grew out of. I had a shaving my eyebrows off phase. I can keep going, but I think you get the idea. Ooh, I dyed my hair red once, and then I dyed it orange, and then I dyed it orange multiple times after that. I digress. I wanna help you so you can avoid all the mistakes that I made. There are so many self-help, self-care channels out there, and I feel like most of them are for people in their 20s or people in their 60s. There's not a lot in between. And I'm here for the girlies in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s, and beyond, but also the girls who are just trying to feel your best and look your best, because we're gonna fake it till we make it, and we're gonna fake being happy and positive until we're happy and positive. Stay tuned. I know it's very apparent I don't have my lighting down, I don't have looking at the camera down, I don't have a lot of this down, but we'll get there. I promise you I will get there. But until then, we're gonna go over our 5-minute makeover. So if any of you just have 5 minutes in the morning and you wanna dedicate it to looking your best, I'm here to help. First, I will always say prep. Before you get into your 5-minute makeup, the biggest thing is prep. Because if you go into it and you're not ready, nothing will sit right, nothing will look right, you won't feel good. We need the whole package working for us. So what we're gonna do is prep with Lumify. Lumify eye drops are probably the one thing I can't live without. I know that sounds crazy. Oh, I hate that. Lumify basically just cancels out redness, it cancels out yellow tones. We want our eyes to be white, we want our teeth to be white. This helps. I also prep with my purple toothpaste. We'll start with e.l.f. Halo Glow. This is probably the most talked about product, and I thought it was overhyped, overrated, didn't see the point for so long. Now, I changed my mind. I actually really like this product. And in my 20s, this wouldn't have worked. I'm not proud of this moment, but I actually had to unbutton my pants to film this. That's the kind of person you're watching right now. I'm not saying I have it all together. I'm not saying that I've perfected any of this. I still sleep in my makeup a lot. I do a lot of things I'm not supposed to do, but I feel really good about myself right now. And I think if I can help you feel really good about yourself, we're all winning. So here we go. Going in with the Halo Glow. Normally they say put this on the back of your hand, then apply it with a brush. We're just gonna be messy today. Yes, I'm looking in my cell phone, which is also doubling as my camera right now because we're not quite there yet. We're not at peak YouTuber status, so we're doing our best. I pat this into my skin. A beauty blender is gonna be your best friend. As long as you have this, you can literally do anything. You don't need brushes, you don't need anything else if you have this and a finger. So we'll start with this, but I will show you brush technique, which brushes I like best, all of that. This is easy mommy makeup. You also don't have to press it in as much as I am. I just really like it in my skin. I want it to be blended with my skin so much that you can't tell where my skin starts. I want to be very clear. You do not have to spend a lot of money to look your best. I personally like this NYX concealer way better than my Tarte Shape Tape. I just think this is so much better. Put a little bit on our skin. A little dot will do ya. And again, you can use your beauty blender or you can use your brush. All we've done so far is Halo Glow and concealer. I'm going for a very light coverage look here, so keep that in mind. If I were doing a full face of makeup the way I normally would, it wouldn't look like this. It would be a lot more matte, it would be a lot more precise. This is just our quick 5-minute makeup. So next we're going in with bronzer. Again, I would recommend putting this on your hand and then on a brush, but I know I've only used this on myself. Not that that makes it okay, but I don't. We're just gonna go with that. We are gonna contour ourselves to high heaven. And that means going right at or under the cheekbone, along the jawline, contouring the bottom lip, and around our nose. It looks really weird like this. I totally realize that, but it will get better. It will get better. We're gonna take our brush and we're just gonna blend. I don't think it's super important to blend perfectly when it comes to 5-minute makeup or to contour perfectly when it comes to 5-minute makeup. If there's one thing about me, it's that I will never say no to bronzer. If I could only use blush the rest of my life and not bronzer, I would be, you don't even want to know what kind of person I would be. I seem really nice, but you haven't seen me without bronzer or self-tanner. When I don't have self-tanner, I'm up. I can't say that on YouTube. I need to remember what I can and can't say. Okay, and this is just playing with shadows. And again, we'll cover this in a more elaborate makeup video. But for now, a little bit of contour. More blush than I would if I wasn't doing a 5-minute makeup, because you want to just kind of look natural and flushed. And it's okay if you're a little pink. It's okay if you look like you're in the sun. Or clean girl 5-minute makeup. We're calling it that now. We're just gonna dab it in. I like to do it on the apples of my cheeks and then bring it out. But really you could do it wherever it looks flattering on you, which we can also go over in another episode where we'll go over face shape and how to contour for your face shape. I personally don't look great when I contour my forehead. I was doing that for years, contouring like this, and I gave myself a triangle forehead and my face always looked really wide on the bottom. I never understood why. Now I'm getting the hang of it because I'm 35. There's just so much I want to tell you. There's so much I want to tell you. We are vibing. Our skin looks like we're not really wearing anything, which is exactly the goal. I like to do one last concealer swipe after I've done my blush. One dot. Whoa. Sorry, guys. Press it into the inner corner and just along the outer corner, so that again we're pulling up. We're dragging everything up because it'll give the illusion that we have more of a fox eye. You'll get the hang of it, I promise. Good enough, right? You don't need more highlighter after this. We have Halo Glow on. We really don't need more highlighter, but I'm a psycho. So here we are. I'm just gonna do a dot on the tip of my nose here, 2 dots here, and just lightly blend in with my fingers. So that way it doesn't really look like highlighter. It just kind of looks like you're sun-kissed and dewy. I like that word, dewy.
I wanna be dewy.
Take a neutral eyeshadow if you have one. If you don't, you can totally use pressed powder. You can use bronzer. You can use whatever works with your skin tone. Just like this really neutral color, just to kind of make it my actual skin tone. I'm going lighter on the inner corner and the brow bone. Lighter on the inner corner and the brow bone. Then we're gonna take a little bit of a darker shade. Mix these two for the rest of my lid. And again, we don't want to look like we're really wearing eyeshadow. We just want to look like we woke up like this. Or you might want to look like you're wearing eyeshadow, in which case, go for it, girl. Or boy, or whoever. Do whatever you want. Live your best life. That's what I say. For eyebrows, I love the Got to Be Glued. I think this is the best eyebrow stuff I've ever used, and you can use it for your edges. You can use it for maybe your mustache. I don't know. We're gonna try our eyebrows now. I just kind of brush it in, up a little bit, but mostly to the side. I thought there was something wrong with me because everybody had these laminated brows and looked so amazing, and mine just, they don't. So we're just gonna brush them to the side and let them fall naturally, so that way it doesn't look like you're wearing anything. It's just keeping everything in place for the rest of the day. We're good with just this. This is where you can go one of two ways. You could line your inner lash line and just this top little outer portion, which I like to do because I feel like it makes my eyes pop a lot more. You could also just use a neutral skin tone pencil on the inside of your waterline, and it'll just make you look awake. It'll make you look bright. It won't give you that like dark smoky look. This could give you the dark smoky look while not wearing that much makeup. So I'm a huge fan of that. Swipe with my brown eyeliner because we're trying to be natural girlies here. Do you see that? It barely shows. That's what I want. I don't want it to show. The shading there really makes a difference. I recommend this. It maybe takes an extra 30 seconds. Smudge. It's enough to make a huge difference for me personally. I don't love wearing mascara without just a little bit of eyeliner right there. I used to wear a heavy, thick black eyeliner every day of my life. In high school, I would go to school in pajamas and sweatpants with thick black liquid eyeliner on every day. Not my best look. So we're learning, we're evolving. I'm gonna keep my mirror right here so I don't mess up. This is brown mascara. You could do brown on the top and bottom, or you can do black on the top and brown on the bottom to give you more of like a subtle, earthy look as opposed to just stark black. I just like it because it looks more natural. At least one thing on me can look natural. This is where you keep a Q-tip handy all the time. I recommend you curl your lashes before you put on mascara, but I forgot. Yeah, we're not doing that today. Okay, made a little bit of a mess. That's okay. Don't do this. Never do this, ever. Never. We'll just pretend that didn't happen. So, we have brown mascara, we have a little bit of brown eyeliner, nothing on the waterline, but if you want to look more awake, you can do cream tones, or you can actually just go in with the brown eyeliner. I think it works really nicely. I don't know if I want all that right now. So we're gonna be more subtle. Who is this 35-year-old subtle berry? I don't know who I am anymore, honestly. I don't know. My favorite part of this whole process. I don't love the freckle look where people put freckles all over their nose and their cheeks and all that. Like I try it all the time and it never works out. It never looks right. I never look like the sugar plum fairy that Hailey Bieber looks like. So I'm just gonna show you what I do. I fill in the few real freckles I have. And when I say freckles, I mean they're tiny. They're not that noticeable. I just like having like something on my face so it looks like skin. So it doesn't look like you're wearing a ton of makeup because this is a quick routine. I'm not trying to look like I work at the MAC counter. This is the best it's gonna be today. If you feel like it's not dark enough, I like to use my eyebrow pen actually. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen. I really, really like it. Do you say NYX or NYX? Please let me know in the comments below. Multi-use tools, I love it. The very last piece to this puzzle, outside of setting spray. I need to stop saying this is the last part because it's never the last part. Lip pencil, baby. We're going in with Nude Truffle, NYX NYX Nude Truffle. I just fill it in a little bit. I always like to do little lines going in toward the center because again, it gives you dimension, but it looks really natural. I just like the way that looks. It gives you like the baby doll lip, which is always flattering. It's always cute on literally everyone. I've never seen it look bad on someone. Not the most even lip job I've ever done, but not bad. Not great, but not bad. If you want everything to stay really well, I recommend using powder, always. It really helps keep your makeup in place. I'm making such a mess. You can't tell, but this is everywhere. This is all over my office now. Yay. Yay. I like to use these little triangles. I feel like they work so much better than any other beauty blender or powder puff or whatever I've used. I just think these really keep the product where they need to be. Boom, boom. And we're just gonna keep that there for a sec. Totally don't have to do this. I just personally think I look better when I have powder here. Look at that. Any excess powder, we're just gonna, Look how glam we just went. That was pretty quick. If you wanna be really, really ballsy, e.l.f. setting spray. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. It's another one of those e.l.f. products that I don't know how I lived without until now I have it and I can't live without it. I recommend dousing your face in this. When I used to apply setting spray, I did this. That was it. No, now you go like this. I want a wet face. This is for 35-year-olds, baby. We need it all to stay in place. This is what we do now. We bake, we spray. Maybe it's not deep enough as it is. You can always add powder on top. I don't know, I'm kind of liking the subtle look today. I can dig this. I'm gonna take these out. Not horrible, not great. I don't feel like people discuss the transition going from 20s to 30s enough. I always heard like 40. 40 is really hard. It's so hard to turn 40. No, honey. Turning 30, I was not prepared. I don't know anyone who's prepared. I think turning 30 is so difficult because you go from
one shot of whiskey clears me up. And so that's my best friend before shows.
to being 35 and responsible for other humans. That's a huge transition. And then you also want to look hot while doing it. Are you kidding? That's why I'm here. I want to help. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your support. I cannot tell you what it means to me to even be able to say that I have my own channel, and the fact that you're watching it is like crazy to me. So thank you. Bear with me. I am still working on lighting. I'm still working on how to look at the camera, how to talk to the camera. I'm way better when I'm with somebody else. One-on-one, this is hard. So I'm working on it. Just kind of stick with me while I figure it out. Also, if you feel really generous right now and you want to like, comment, subscribe, whatever, I wouldn't hate that. That would actually be really helpful considering this is my first episode. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I'm thinking I'm gonna go over skincare next time, but let me know what you want to see because I'm here for you. Thanks. Bye.